let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mids offense will get first crack at it here. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the 30. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Air Force's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Navy offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man downfield. There he goes. The 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A designed run for the quarterback. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Now on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. They'll try to run for it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back.
Turning it on! They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. With the catch, it's Bueno. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Just keep slinging it. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the option. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons are threatening in the... On 4th down, looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Liberty. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for room, it's Babers. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. Might be calling a hot route. Looking left. All by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Navy. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sticks it in his belly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. They'll try to run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Fullback's got it. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Babers. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, set.
Using his feet. Oh, he's got a chance. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Military stun.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. On the option. Oh, what a cut! And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 2nd and goal for this offense. Here comes the option. The pitch.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence. Down the road, can trust this guy.
And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
Base 27.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Air Force! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. They go back to work in the final period of this one. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to... Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Looking for space. It's Babers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Military stun.
They go to the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. The option look. He'll pitch it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throwing right. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's on target and complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And the Falcons come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck out.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from and do better next time. And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to fight.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.